Okay, so you are planning of or dreaming of your future wedding day, and you are seeing all these wedding films and samples and Pinterest boards and all of that, but your day is a little bit more non-traditional. Today's film is for you. However, record scratch before we jump into the intro, if you are having a more traditional wedding day, today's video is also kind of for you, so stick around, you'll see what I mean in a second. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new here, my name is Dave with Amari Productions, and as teased in the hook of this video, today we are bringing you a non-traditional wedding film. The wedding of Andy and Long, which happened at Dreamcatcher Ranch in Joshua Tree, California. This wedding came to us from Sharon at Sweetest Love Events, and I remember from the very beginning the way that she was talking to me about this wedding and their sketches, their mood board, their inspiration for how they were planning this wedding. I was just hooked from the get-go. So I remember talking to Sharon about it, just saying, hey, you just let me know what they want to do. I understand that the day is non-traditional, so it might not fit into our normal, packages, but you just let me know what they want to do and we'll figure something out. We'll figure out how to build them a film that fits the story of their day. And that is kind of the topic of today's video. What does a non-traditional wedding look like? And again, I said, if you're having a more traditional wedding day, stick around because you'll see how this also applies to you. So if you are having a more non-traditional wedding and you're watching all these wedding film samples, whether they're ours or somebody else out there, or you're looking around on Pinterest and you're just having trouble because, yeah, the vast majority of the samples follow a much more structured day, then today's film is for you. This is a way for you to see how, at least for us, how we would take a day that is still a love story. It is still a story about two people bringing their lives together, getting married, but it is not following the traditional path of a wedding day. This film is for you, and I really hope you enjoy this film, and then, yeah, let's chat after you enjoy this film. But here's what's so cool about these days. It is such a, I think I've talked about this on this channel before, but it is such a breath of fresh air for us to step out of the expectations and the routines that we know of going into a more traditional wedding day. And let me talk about what I mean on that, because in a non-traditional wedding day, unlike a normal day, we have no expectations, we have no prior knowledge. Everything is just so fresh, and I feel like that probably makes sense. I probably don't need to explain that more. But for you guys that are having a more traditional day, let me tell you what this does for you and the beautiful balance of these kind of days mixed in, maybe 90-10 traditional, non-traditional, and how this really expands the capabilities of your photographer, of your videographer. When we go into a traditional day, and this is just traditional couples, this is the part that's for you. Here's the creative beauty of a traditional day. In case you're thinking, oh man, my day is a traditional day, am I gonna get am I gonna be boring? Is it not gonna excite them? Am I not gonna see something cool and interesting in my film or in my photography? No, you are. Let me tell you how your day brings a very unique type of creativity. In a traditional wedding day, every wedding is unique, but every traditional wedding, at least, every traditional wedding has, a certain flow of events. We know we're gonna get ready, we may or may not have a first look, we're gonna have the ceremony site set up, and again, every ceremony site is unique, but also kind of following a general template. So what this does for us is it allows us to go into the day confident in knowing that, 80% of the day, we already know kind of how things are gonna flow and what the best way to approach it is from a storytelling perspective. What that allows us in a traditional wedding day is to then take that kind of remaining 10% of the day that is actually what makes the day unique. Take that and really dive into that from a creative perspective, or in the parts of the day that are kind of following more of the traditional template, to be able to kind of rest in the knowns, in the known variables, so that we can really adventure and explore in how we film the dress, how we film you and your mom interacting when you put on the dress, how we film couples portraits, or how we film first dance. In a traditional wedding, that is the beauty, the creative beauty of a traditional wedding versus a more non-traditional wedding, or elopement, or even like a brand film or like a documentary, where in any of those films, you really are going in with no prior knowledge, no expectations, and you are having to kind of react in the moment throughout the entirety of the shoot and try to mix that creativity with, like in a documentary, mixing creativity with having to react live to what's happening. So if you're having a traditional day, still enjoy this film, but don't think that your day is going to be flat or anything like that. That being said, for those of you having a more non-traditional day, I really hope you enjoyed today's film. I really hope you, you get something good out of this for you as you plan your own wedding. And if you enjoyed today's film, smash that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know every time that we post, whether you are planning your own wedding or you're just a fellow creative. And I'd like to be posting on this channel weekly. We're not quite hitting that mark, but that's because we are spending so much time and having so much fun on TikTok, on Instagram, on Reels and Stories, and actually here on Shorts, but it's kind of hard to see the YouTube short. Anyways, that's a whole nother video. So anyways, make sure you're following us at Amari Productions on TikTok and Instagram as well. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Let's jump into Andy Long.
This love story started a long time ago through some very, very different people. The two met in a very modern way, in a way that is fitting for these two, online. Their love has blossomed through years of experience, through trials and tribulation, and now they wish to share it with you.
I have been with Andy through all the trials and tribulations of his life, and when he found Long, it was just amazing. The difference of Andy in his life and the light in his eyes just came on when he met Long.
Long and I met 11 years ago. I remember us sitting on the floor of our tiny ass, like, rat-infested apartment, sketching our dreams. And one of those dreams was our men. And to be here 11 years later and having those people in our lives, literally, like, talk about manifesting. We wrote down, we drew them. We drew them out.
You showed me the picture of me. Long, I promise to always be there for you. I promise to always be the fire to spark your creativity. I promise to always take care of you. I promise to always go on crazy adventures together. And I promise that regardless of anything that happens, I will be with you.
With this ring, I promise that I'll always be there for you, that no matter what, I'll always have your back. I feel like my life would never have been the same if I never met you. You've completely changed me in the best possible ways, and yeah, I just love you so much.
Now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be shelter for the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be the warmth for each other. Now there will be no loneliness, for each of you will be the companion to the other. Now you are two persons, and there is only one life before you. May beauty surround you both in the journey ahead and through all the years. May happiness be your companion, and your days together be long upon this earth.
Now, if I was good at this thing, I would have said before we jumped into Andy and Long, stick around for one final point as a kind of hook. I did not do that. But if you stuck around, I've got one more final bonus point for you. So if you are here, yeah, good for you. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around. My advice for you as you are shopping for photo or video, if you feel like your day is more non-traditional, ask to see samples. Ask to see, now obviously if your day is non-traditional, in its very nature it's going to be hard to see samples that kind of match your day, but ask to see samples of days that were more non-traditional, that maybe had different cultural events that the company wouldn't be used to filming. So whatever country you're in, maybe ask for videos that had cultural photography that had cultural events from, you know, another country, another part of the world. That can help you find, just find photographers and videographers who are going to be more comfortable reacting to change. You know, how comfortable are they getting out of their comfort zone? That's way too many times I've used the word comfortable in one sentence, but we're gonna run with it. Okay, over here, let's, Monique, we'll pick a film to put up here. This will be Monique's choice for you to watch next. Down here, we'll let the algorithm pick whatever films it thinks you will like best, and if you haven't already, click that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, so you know every time that we post. My name's Dave with Amari Productions. I'll see you over on Instagram and TikTok or here next time. Bye.